Okay, I was just thinking to wait a little bit, maybe others will join. Unfortunately, typically Georgians, we like to be late, but sure, we can start.
Okay. Then while people are still joining, I would start with some advertisement. I just,
Okay,
it was
sure.
me who prepared those slides. I assume seen. Just to maybe add some information. Recently, I found a free report from CBI Insights. Let me share my screen. This one. Uh, do you see it? Can you see my
Yes,
screen now?
yes, yes.
It's very nice report. So you see CBI Insights. You just Google this title, and then after simple registration, you get free copy. And it's a very nice structure. You see, just every section is devoted to certain company. It's something like maybe 30 or 40 companies, and each section has like 3 to 4 pages. It's very short, simple, and just in main stages describes the history of development of autonomous vehicles by this company. So I really recommend you to find this report, and it's very nice and useful and short and easy to read. Okay, just enough for now.
Can you share the link?
Yes, definitely. Let me. Do you see it now?
Yes,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you.
I will show you some screens from this report today, but okay, let's not just start first.
I guess if the others will join, they will be following us. What we will move forward. First of all, I think majority of you already knows me, but anyway, I'm Natia, CEO of Exactpro Georgian office. Today we have a second Q&A session. I hope you had a good weekend, managed to have a rest, also to watch the recorded video, and that now you are back with a list of the questions that we will try to, and my colleagues will try to cover them, the answer, and clarify, and also, of course, to share more interesting and useful information for you. Meanwhile, feel free to write any questions that you have in the chat, and that we will go one by one. And meanwhile, also we have some questions for you in order to understand if material was good for you, like if it was understandable and if it was easy for you. So I will move forward with the first question. Just a second, and we will share the link as well. I will share my screen, just a second. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Great. Alex, can you please share the link for the question? So the question says itself, like, what does LIDAR stand for? And the answers may be light detection and radaring, light detection and ranging, laser detection and radaring. So try to answer. Alex, can you share the link? I guess it's not shared.
I texted it in the chat area
Okay.
for the first question. Should I share the second question?
No, but we don't see the answers in the screen.
Okay, just a second, I'll check.
Thank you.
But you see there's a counter in the corner. Ah, no, it's...
Okay, great. Okay, it's changing. So the answer is right. Light detection and ranging. So let's move to the second one. What is the type of signal a LiDAR emits? It's like sound waves, radio waves, light in the form of a pulse laser. Oh, nice. Equal answers almost. Nice. So the correct answer is light in the form of a pulse laser. Okay, someone is still answering, but I think we can move to the next question. What does SAE stand for? Like, is it the Standard for Automation Engineering, the Society of Automotive Engineers, the Standard for Autonomous Engineering? Wow. That's correct. The Society of Automotive Engineers. Someone has changed the mind. Okay, then let's move for the next one. What is the role of the driver at level 02 of the SAE classification? There is two options here. One option is a level 0 through 2, don't require the driver's control when the automation features are engaged. And level 0 through 2. Oh, nice, it's changing. So the answer first, the more percentage is correct for this question. Rostislav, would you like to also make some comments, or we can move forward with the questions?
Yes, okay, we can. Well, as far as I remember, you still have two more, right?
Yeah, more two questions, so we can move
Okay, I
forward.
suggest to finish this part. Could you please
Okay.
just
Yes,
go
sure.
through more, and then we'll try to have discussion.
Sure. So, what degree of automation does level 5 of SAE classification imply? The feature of a level 5 autonomous vehicle can launch and operate it under all conditions. Pedal and the steering wheel are eliminated. And the second option says that the feature of a level 5 autonomous vehicle will retain control of vehicle under all conditions with a manual override function in place. Try to guess. Well, the correct answer is the first one, but like results are equal, but the correct one is the first. Okay, thank you, Alex. I think we can move forward with the next question. And what do you say department has issued a document entitled Framework for Automated Driving System Testable Cases and Scenarios? Was it like the Department of Autonomous Vehicles, the Department of Software Testing, or the Department of Transportation? Okay. Oh. So correct answer is Department of Transportation. And there is left one last question. It's not according to material. It's about more that we would like to know a little bit about your Python level. That is essentially interesting for us as for the next seminar. It's connected with Python side. So what's your Python level? And the answers are here, the different ones, like beginner, intermediate, advanced, or what is a Python? And maybe except the Python, you know, other programming languages. That is also interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, I like the second answer.
Yes. It has nice percentage. Okay, then. Thank you for participating in questions answering part. Now I will just stop sharing my screen.
Okay, I realize that the title of our meeting is Q&A session, which means questions and answers, right? I initially assumed that people will ask questions and will provide answers, but so far we ask questions participants. So let's try to switch the roles. Guys, do you really have any question regarding the introductory lecture? Can you type anything in the chat? Because you know it was quite difficult for me to prepare those slides because the topic of AV is quite huge, and it's like Python for some people it's completely unknown, some other already know a lot, and I try to cover maybe most general parts like technical issues, financial issues, ethical issues, and so far. And okay, again, I'm asking questions. Which issues do you think are the most difficult, challenging, I would say, for autonomous vehicles? Financial, technical, or ethical, or regulatory? Can you just type anything? What do you think? Okay, I see answer from Yosif. No one wants to take responsibility. That's really true. Okay, people still answer something about Python. Good. Okay, no questions so far. Okay, let me then continue what I prepared at home with this overview and show you maybe a couple of more lines. And I will really be thankful for any questions if you have. So as I already told you, each section in this report is devoted to some particular company. You know about Amazon definitely, and Amazon was among the first. You see, in already more than 5 years ago, they filed patent for autonomous switching technology and hire people. Apple. Oh, I like this example. Building employee transportation network currently has 70 self-driving vehicles on the road in California. And this is a very nice example because sometimes when we speak about autonomous vehicles, we have in mind something like general purpose vehicles, but there are a lot of different very specific cases like this one. It's employee transportation network. It operates on a very restricted campus of a company, all right? It has very clear map and infrastructure, etc. And definitely it's very useful application because for many companies, like people very frequently commute between different buildings, and to have a self-operating vehicle is very, very useful and very nice case. And more examples. Another example I would really like to stress out is Audi. It's first auto company to deploy hands-free driving, and you see, besides typical examples of developing their own technologies, company quite frequently hire brilliant talents from each other. Like you see, from a Tesla autopilot manager was hired as CTO of self-driving tech subsidiary of Audi. And also like this citation, I already had something similar in the lecture, that getting to 90% is fairly easy. Getting to 95 starts to get interesting, and then you still need to go way beyond that. 9.999, and adding each 9 is 10 times harder. Okay, so maybe you have some questions while I'm reading. Okay. And why is it decided named after comedy show? Okay, we still discussion Python. Okay. Okay, Baidu is Chinese company. You definitely know BMW, Bosch, Cisco. Yes, this is another example I want to speak about. Everyone know that Cisco is a leader in networking, and you see that quite recently they started a project also known as Cisco Connected Roadways, which was to find ways to better connect individual automobiles on the road with the infrastructure around them, including roads, parking meters, and street lights. So this is a completely different way to autonomous vehicles. Like again, typical straightforward approach is to develop machine learning applications with all these lidars, radars, etc., which will be able to reconstruct the model of the road and this everything around it. But you see, this is completely different way. It's focused not on the smart vehicles, but on smart infrastructure. The idea is that you have a computer, a processor, some detectors, and everything related to this in the infrastructure, so in the roads, in the parking meters, in street lights. And if the infrastructure is very rich, then the car doesn't have to be too smart, because it just connects to the next to the closest parking meter or street lights and gets all the necessary information about this right infrastructure. And Cisco invests into this way, and from my point of view, it's also very promising direction of research. Okay, let's go ahead. Continental. Scania is another example of a specific application. You see this consortium of different companies which are focused on self-driving trucks connected to wireless signals. This is again quite specific application, but it's quite interesting and important. You can read more about it. And that's probably it. So still many interesting cases, but okay, I'll let you read it and go through yourself. Okay. So, okay, some discussion about Python. So, guys, could you please at least just indicate that this topic, was this session useful? Should we continue that way for other lectures? No.
There is a question that they would like to know that if they have to learn all this for this course. I guess it's about the material that Rostislav was sharing. No? Sorry. Okay. So it was on the Python side again.
Oh no, well, you can start reading it if you're interested. It is not required.
Okay, good. I hope that was useful. Still maybe a couple of minutes for questions.
I have a question. Because of course English is not native language for us, for Georgians. Just like is recorded videos and materials good enough for you to understand, or do you have any preferences, for example, to read also like the same that you are listening, or is it normal for you to understand? You can write in the chat the answers what you think about.
Okay, I can switch to Ukrainian if you prefer. Would it help? Okay.
No, I mean that
But-
sometimes it's very useful to read as well when you are watching at the same time, and it may help you to notice more details as it's not a native language.
Okay, that's why we have this chat in Telegram and here. So each time you have questions, you can just ask here or write in the some again. Video record is recorded, so you can always make speed slower and just listen it again and again. In general, we plan to provide additional materials, but for this particular topic, like introduction into AV, the too many too many materials. So I was expecting that you would be interested more in some specific topic, like if you need more information about technical aspects or ethical, I would be glad to prepare more, but I need some kind of request from you. Otherwise, just use Google and you will have everything. Okay, there's another language I would like to know, but that's different topic.
Okay, I see that majority it's understandable, like, and there is no need. Just more about additional materials. Okay. Do you have any questions? Anything that you would like to clarify?
I think it would be a good idea to find a database of all known crashes related to autonomous vehicles. If anyone have ever seen a link to something like that. So we are trying to cover some of it during the course. So we talk about the Tesla crash. Also in both lecture, we cover the Uber Volvo crash, but it would be nice if somebody will be able to find the link and also the contest itself. It is based, the second space at least is based on the list of known traffic accidents. So it would be quite interesting if somebody will manage to find any database. And if it is not available, maybe it is a good idea to create one.
Okay, good. So thank you guys again, and do not hesitate to ask questions in Telegram. Do you use other platforms too, right? No, Facebook.
Yeah, mainly in Georgia, we mostly use Facebook. But I guess now, as I see, even in our Telegram chat, majority, like even the people whom we have here, are in Telegram chat as well. Okay, yeah, it's correct what Takaki wrote right now, that Telegram is not popular here, but as I see now, majority of attendees are in our chat. Great, and try to use it. We are trying to answer and reply as fast as we can, so feel free to ask the questions there, to clarify the topics that you would like to. Okay, I think in such case, we can finalize today's session. Okay, there is a question. No. Okay, so of course, following up today's session, we will share the link of recorded video of today's session. Also, there will be shared pre-requirements that you will need to follow before you will have the seminar. Of course, as we mentioned, keep following up the Telegram or the news and the links that we will share, and more materials shortly. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.